Tell me where to go, what to do. To another flow. Tell me where to go, what to do. To another flow. Show me the stars. Show me the stars. Get it poppin', put it. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow.
I'm a dad, hear the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money, cause baby, no stone. Gucci, full slide. Spend. Say to some lies. My bad. Why are you surprised? Shouldn't be. Open up your eyes. Sesame. I'm not a want, baby. I need a want, baby. You gonna call me crazy? Baby, can you get low? I don't wanna do no chit chat when I'm in the club. Can't you see?
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's looking up to be a good match tonight for the first round of IM playoffs. We have 1HP versus Grandpa Goons. Before we get into this match right now, it looks like bans are about to start between 1HP and Grandpa Goons. We're just going to take some time to highlight these players' seasons on the way here. I'm going to throw it over to Ryan as he's going to talk a little bit about the road to victory for both of these teams.
All right, yeah. Really, 1HP last season in Open, they went 8-4 to make it to playoffs, and the first team didn't show up, and so they got a forfeit win and then lost second round. They were able to make IM, but by the skin of their teeth. So they decided to make some roster changes to ensure they would get to playoffs this season. They have done that by building around Arit Chanda. He's come in, they've built around him. He's been the full focus of this team, and bringing him as a support player, he's been able to carry this team actually as a support player, and without him, playoffs is not a possibility for this team. So we need to see a good performance by him, and hopefully he can carry his squad mates to victory. Now, on the other side of things, we've got a team that went 3-5 to start off the season. 2 of those wins being forfeit wins. So I think Arit's going to have an easy day unless his team lets him down. But I think we should hop into some highlights if you have a video prepared for us.
Yeah, I actually do have a little highlight video, and I think that we talked about before the game about how the thing that makes Arit so important for 1HP is just the fact that he's the X factor of the team. As you can see here, this is just one of Arit's many highlights. This is him with the Deagle on a save round, just doing what he does best. You know, just putting a couple of shots in. That's a 3K Deagle headshot only. 3 bullets, 3 shots. This is 1HP's X factor. If Arit is able to show up in this match and do what he's doing here in these highlights, in fact, let's take a pause right here and just talk about what he's doing. He's wrapping through behind the CTs, behind the T players as a CT. That's something you would expect from Arit as the X factor to 1HP. This is a player who 1HP is going to need to show up today. They're going to need him to show up in their next playoffs match because the playoffs now are double elimination here in ESEA IM. Arit is going to show up both times to give his team the chance. Here we can see Arit on the op. I know you actually had talked about Arit's opping earlier. Would you care to expand on that?
Yeah, Arit has brought a lot of mentorship towards this. Look at that clip right there. He's very patient. He lines up a shot. He knows how to hit that, right? And he does. He secures that round on Nuke. But as far as opper skill, he's not their main opper. He's probably the best opper that they have on the team. But if he picks the op, he cannot rifle. And he's going to do better for the team with the rifle and being able to throw grenades than anybody else could. So he's actually not the team's main op. However, he has benefited Prowlet a lot this season. Without Arit, Prowlet would probably have a .25 KD.
Yeah, I want to talk about Prowlet's 180 performance in the middle of the season. You know, we sat down with Prowlet not too long ago before the match started. We got him onto the couch. We talked with him. And he said that Arit's actually taken him under his wing to practice his op. Arit has spent over, I think he said 150 hours in the server this season just to work on his op. Yeah, Arit just runs around and lets him op him as he's running and jumping. And then he just kind of throws in some advice for him. And I think that's really important, that he's able to contribute to his team like that and help Prowlet turn his season performance around.
That's just one player.
Yeah, and that's just one player. I mean, if you want to talk about the calls on the team, I mean, from what we heard from Reed, he's actually completely redesigned Finesse's strat book for playoffs. He took what Finesse had and he sat down with Finesse and they completely reworked the entire strat book based on what's going to be best for Reed, and whether that disfranchises his other players, but Arit's your X factor. That's who you need to show up at a time like this.
Well, disfranchise or not, the fact of the matter is they brought Arit here to build around him to get them into IM playoffs when they probably should not have made IM to begin with. They brought in a player that should not be playing in the top tiers of advanced, and Arit has carried them to IM playoffs. They're looking to have a 2-0 victory here in the first round, which I would say is very possible. But without Arit, that doesn't happen. So you bring him in. He's like the Nico of Tier 2 CS right here. You know, you bring him in, you let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, exactly. And if he wants to restructure your team, you let him restructure your team. I think I do want to highlight that Arit comes from an interesting background, having played on Henny-Tai on his first seasons, completely dominating the scene at such an early age. I think he was just 15 when he was on Henny-Tai 2 years ago. Completely dominating the scene, playing alongside players with large egos like Coco Pelli. You've got Shaw, you've got J-Pow. J-Pow, notoriously known for just being an awful teammate, yelling at his friends, but somehow he's able to come out on top through that and still be the best player and be the X factor on that roster as well. I mean, how do you explain that?
Well, Henny-Tai is a very, very dysfunctional team. A lot of great players with, like you said, a lot of egos, and they don't get along all the time. But Arit Greed knows this game's about winning. There's no time to get upset and butthurt about other people's, egos. You gotta frag, you gotta sit down, and you gotta focus. And even on Hitty Tie, Reed was the X factor. So, there's some rumblings in the scene that Hitty Tie roster is gonna be getting back together, back in open. But I don't know if they'll have the success they had 2 years ago without a player like Greed, the best Indian player in America.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that makes you think: are they going to try to make him hit to get it back, or is this like them trying to one-up him since he's making such a name for himself at this level? And it looks like our first map has been selected, and it is going to be Anubis. We are on the ground. It looks like the 3 maps that have been selected are going to be Anubis, Mirage, and Overpass. So we're going to get down to the map. We're going to take a quick pause, and we're going to try to get into the server, guys. We'll be right back.
You say my name, and you're thinking it out loud. But I love those days when there's no one else around. I can feel your heart close to mine. In the night, my sleep talking about you with me. I could die just thinking about you when you're not with me. Oh, this time you fill my head and all my daydreams of you. In the night, my sleep talking about you with me. I could die just thinking about you when you're not with me. Oh, this time you fill my head and all my daydreams of you. sleep talking about you with me. I could die just thinking about you when you're not with me. All this time, you fill my head and all my daydreams of you. In the night, I sleep talking about you with me. I could die just thinking about you when you're not with me. All this time, you fill my head and all my daydreams of you.
Destroy my ears. It's going out to everybody. Destroy my ears. It's going out to everybody.
Can't get enough of you. That is my baby. Can't get enough of you. That is
All right, looks like we're getting into knife round here. You know, I didn't know that they were going to be doing a knife round. You would think that they would get to choose what side they wanted to start on for the first two maps, and maybe knife round the third decider map. Yeah, because Anubis is going to be 1 HP's pick, so... And to have your pick and choose the side you want to start on it seems kind of unfair.
That's going to be huge, and I think it's important to highlight that, yeah, 1HP has taken T-side every game of Anubis they've played this season. I'm not sure if they've lost a game on Anubis. I've missed a couple this season. Maybe you could fill me in on that?
I'm pretty sure they're undefeated on Anubis, which they have... Anubis is a very T-sided map, so of course they want to start here. They want to get the momentum. They want to run over their opposition. They're going to be buying 2 smokes and a flash for this pistol round. Looks like... Oh, I take that back. We saw one of the smokes for a P250, so maybe the player to watch is Rekko with that P250.
I mean, Rekko's always a player to watch, and it looks like they're going to be slamming themselves right down mid. Jumping around with his knife. He's not going to be worried about anything that's happening. Pressure is being felt towards mid, and they're still jumping around. They're going to go into split A. Arit's going to be fine. That entry fragger roll. He's going to get that entry kill into heaven. That's going to be Bray to trade him out, but the player on site is still dancing around. Goes for 2. Goes for 3. Can he make it 4? He count it. KSB on site getting 3 to keep his team in the round. That's going to be an upsetting way for 1HP to start this map.
And right there, that split, when it comes in, I think you need your A main player to be a little bit faster to make contact at the same time that your camera players make it. But let's see what 1H decide to do with Glocks. If I'm 1HP, I'm running around trying to get the CTs to use as much utility as possible, because that's really your only way of doing any sort of damage economically this round. You probably won't see a bomb plant. Looks like they're going to be heading towards mid and trying to overwhelm these 2 MP9s there. So maybe we'll see a kill here. Maybe we won't. Don't expect too much out of this.
No, it looks like Bray's going to get hurt pretty bad with that nade, but it looks like 1HP is just going to be standing around for the most part. Just killing time. You know, actually, while we've got some time on our hands here, I'd like to go to Jason, who's our man there in Indiana today with the team. We've got Jason down there. Jason, let's talk about these bans. Can you walk us through 1HP's process for the bans?
Absolutely. So, you know, we talked all season about their incredible play on... Wow, that was so fast I didn't even get to finish the first sentence. Yeah, we talked about how impressive they've been on Ancient, right? They keep getting left with Ancient, and they went almost 100% win rate on Ancient. So that was insta-banned 1 HP definitely wanted to hit up Anubis. I mean, we've seen their gameplay on Anubis. Outside of these 2 rounds here, they have impressive map control. I think, especially controlling mid. I mean, you definitely want to control mid. I just learned that this season about how important that is. After that, they got Mirage. I believe that was the Goon guys, whatever their last name or their team name is. That was their map because we've seen how 1HP struggled early on in the season on Mirage, and then last up we'll have Overpass, if we even get to Overpass.
Well, with the way the CTs are playing right now, they're starting off on the harder half, and they've got the first 2 rounds, so they're gonna aggress B main early and punish the Ts. 1HP likes to play very passive T-side setup. They play a slow, methodical default almost every round. I don't think we've seen a fast execute on either bomb site early on in the round on a gun round.
I'm going to jump in here right on top of you because it looks like a Reet is about to be treated like a male deer, and he's about to catch buckshot right to the side of his head. Mount him, because it looks like he's going to be no longer with us. KB's able to trade him out, though. Recco coming in. Recco going to be your entry fragger now with the Reet dead. A lot of pressure on Recco here this series to make something happen, but they are very worried about the bomb site. And it looks like it's not really going to matter as Prowlet is going to take out Father Devon, but Bako is on the big flank. Bako going to go for 1 with the MP9. Count it, 2 with the MP9. That's going to be huge. And now it is all on Descore to make this retake happen. He's got a little bit of a teammate, but Descore going to pick up that early frag, and his teammate's going to get the other one, and Recco is going to fall 1 HP, losing another round. This time they were able to get the bomb site, but I think things fell apart for them early when that B rush came out by the CTs, peeking B main, taking that early aggression. I don't think 1 HP was expecting that. This is usually a map where they're very comfortable, and I think that Gr4ndpa has done their homework to make them a little more uncomfortable in these kind of situations. But they're still going to have money to buy as they're going to go into this round. Reet sitting at 0-3. The X factor we talked about at the start of this game is just not having the game he needs to have to keep 1 HP alive here. Guess we'll see.
Nobody really is. We've got 4 total kills on the T side. Someone needs to step up, and they cannot rely on a Reet every single game. How much do these guys want it? Let's find out.
That's true, and we're going to find out right here as Recco is going to be doing something that always tends to work for him, and that is slamming himself into mid, and it looks like that today might be no exception, but he is going to have to fall out of mid. A little bit of a duel going on in Canal as well. CTs are still holding on to mid, but they're going to make a player leave mid and head over to A. They're starting to worry about that A site, but it looks like someone's starting to creep over for the Ts as well, and CTs are going to double up and connect her. Recco getting a lot of room in mid. Reet gets caught out. Reet not going to like that. Reet's absolutely going to be slamming his keyboard after that, and this puts the Ts in a 4v5. 1 HP is a team that can turn around like this around, and Recco's a player you need to show up when he does, and Recco's going to get the kill. And now there are 3 Ts all around mid, and the only CT that's here to greet them is going to be DZZ, who I'm going to refer to as D's from this point on. D's is going to be your 1 mid player here. They're going to smoke off camera. That's going to put Father Devon to fall back into the A site, and now they're going to start pushing themselves over. They're going to start testing these A players, and it looked like D's is going to be the player who's going to get met with Recco, but he's going to get caught with his nade out. That's embarrassing. Recco's going to whiff a little bit. They'll get caught by the molly, and now this A player is going to get tested in Young Chop. Young Chop needs to put on a hell of a performance here, and he gets 1. It looks like the T's are going to be to scrape this out as Prowlet picks up another one. And now it is on to the retake again, but Gr4ndpa is known for retaking, and they know they can make this happen. Father Devon needs to get a little something. The molly comes out. That's going to force him forward. And now it is just Caseby here in the 1v3 situation in playoffs. This is where you make a name for yourself. This is where you get picked up by a main team if you can make something like this happen. But he's going to get 1, but he almost gets the second one. That was a little too close for comfort. I'm Bray.
Well, you can always count on Bray in those clutches when he's got a Reet telling him what to do. A Reet goes down early, but trust me, he's super into the game even when he's dead. And I guarantee you he's what guided them towards victory right then.
Dogbrain, we actually don't know who picked what map. I sent it wasn't telling us on Faceit. We sent a message over to the team, but the team is far too locked in to be looking at messages from me. I like to think that this is probably 1 HP's pick. That's what we're going to count it as in Mirage. It's probably the other team's pick. And speaking of picks, it looks like they're going to be going for a pick directly into the A bomb site. And Caseby's going to hear it. He's going to smoke. He's got his hunting rifle out again, and he can go for more than 1, 2, 3. Easy 3K now, and they're going to have to walk into the bomb site. Frollet able to get the trade. Frollet and Finesse need to make something happen right here. Flash comes out. They need to make one. There's one from Frollet. Can he count it? Two. Finesse gets his. Great performance from Finesse and Frollet, but do they expect a fast flank from D's? D's with one. Go! Oh my god, if I'm D's, I am punching the air after that. Frollet is lit. He's too tappable, and you just start spamming the wall.
That table right there, that table in A main won the tease that round.
Oh my god, what a great performance by that shotgun. That shotgun is putting on an absolute performance. Sign this man up for shooting Skeet. Because right now he's turning T-heads into Skeet. I mean, they've got to start being scared of A main, right?
The CTs have smoked off A main every single round early. I don't know why you feel the need to pop through. Just wait out the smoke. They'll probably rotate another there, but KSB has played with a shotgun every single round, even when he could afford a rifle. We actually have 2 shotguns still on the CTs and MP9, but this probably because they have a terrible economy this round. But even when they have great economy, we've been seeing a lot of SMG and shotgun buys. I wonder why that is.
Now, I do want to talk about when I think of a player who plays on the shotgun, I think of one of the greatest shotgun players to ever live, and that's got to be Ed Animation. I mean, I know you're familiar with Ed Animation.
Playing against Animation is one of the most enraging things ever. Just imagine opping mid on Mirage from window, and a T swings out with an auto shotgun and kills you from top mid.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. Just like Ari is actually going to get a kill there, and he's going to make things make sense. As now Young Chop is in the 1v3, but there's a lot of T players lit, and they're going to go to the opposite bomb side of him. So Young Chop might just opt to save that AK, take that into the next round, as his team has awful economy right now. Great round from the T's right there. Very disciplined to sniff out where the bad guns were, fight those bad guns. Young Chop had an important deagle shot to put his team on the map this round, and now it's a 3v1. Young Chop is just going to hang out, I think. I don't think he's going to be pushing too much. He's just going to wait it out. Ari able to pick up his first kill of the match this game. Maybe he's in his head a little too much here. Maybe he's trying to call too much over Finesse. Maybe Finesse needs to just dial him back, say, hey, Ari, I am the IGL. Maybe take a back seat.
Well, I'm curious to hear what the T's demeanor is right now, so maybe we should go over towards our analyst on the ground. Jason, what can you tell us about 1 HP right now?
Well, I know after the first little bit of an embarrassing hiccup with the down 0-3, I checked the temperature actually, right? I pulled up the thermostat, because we got to make sure our gamers are healthy and hydrated. And wouldn't you know it, it was down to 67 degrees on the thermostat. So their fingers were a little bit cold. So I turned the heat up a little bit to 70, right? Gets that blood flow circulating, and then you're able to think a little more clearly. And then, like you said, Finesse, he said, hold up, let me get this, Arit. And here we are, down tied 3-3. The T's are very happy right now. I'll tell you that much. They're looking much better.
Well, we're happy to hear that.
Better. Yeah, and they should have a guaranteed 4th round. We're probably going to see the 1 HP take their first lead of the match at least, while the CT set up on A, hoping for them to catch 1 HP off guard.
Interesting here that Ari's going to sacrifice for his team. He's going to pick up the MAC-10. Just shows what kind of selfless player he is. He's going to be able to put his team on the map, and he's going to walk right into this A stack. He's going to say, guys, go to the other bomb site. I'm going to sniff this out. I'm going to feel this out. But doesn't know there's a player pillar. Of course he knows there's a player pillar, but he's going to whip his nade on purpose to bait him out from behind pillar. Now, that's an interesting play. The player up here on pillar is D's, and he's going to be feeling this out, as Rekko's going to be putting the pressure in from mid with players behind him. Looks like the bomb's going to be feeling as well.
Look at that flank from mid, but it looks like the flank might not even come into play, as Father Devin's going to be picking up this AK and a 1v3. Does he go for it? I mean, his team's probably going to be buying next round anyway. Does he try to do this economy damage, which might not be the worst decision, or is he going to try and bolster his team's economy?
Looks like he's going to walk through the smoke here. He wants to do a little bit of economy damage, but he's going to be walking right into the loving arms of Bray, who's happily going to accept him, Father Devin, to be a pastor in the Church of Bray. And that makes it 4-3. 1 HP looking a lot more like themselves after the thermostat got turned up. They broke out the hot hands, cracked them up. Their fingers are starting to get that blood circulation back. Reet makes a little bit of money on that MAC-10 as well, racking in an easy 1,800 for his team, which is going to allow him. Well, they thought about the op for a minute. Oh, they do get the op out. Prowlet's on the op. All is normal in the world.
CT side is going to have their first op of the game as well, so let's see who's going to come on top. of this op battle.
Yeah, and Baco's gonna go right in the mid. He's not even gonna think twice about it. Oh, but he forgets to shoot, but then he shoots back. Oh, okay, so it's a double trade out. As Prowlett's gonna pick up D's. I think he actually forgot to bind his mouse 1 there for a second as the player swings past mid. A little bit of pressure being felt as mid and well, but Finesse is more than capable of sniffing that out.
You know, it's a very questionable play to walk through smokes here. If you watch any of 1HP's Anubis demos, which there are a couple floating around, they do the same exact default every round. You're not going to be able to walk through a smoke mid at 1 minute and 20 seconds.
No, absolutely not. And it looks like Young Chop here is also very aware that they can walk through that smoke behind him as he's just going to sit in the middle of bomb site. Literally lost. Oh, but the lurk smoke comes out. Young Chop almost able to get that timing. If he plays in the smoke, this could be huge for him. Young Chop has a chance to put his team on the map, but he's going to whiff. He's going to whiff the shot. And then you have a decision to make as the CTs. You have Baco and Casey with an op and an M4A4. M4A4 is going to be the more expensive variant. He's got 9 kills. I think you take that into the next round, you hold your op. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. I mean, the op is a very important weapon to have out on Anubis, in my opinion, on CT. I think the op can dictate how mid is run. And Baco does show us that after he does forget to shoot. But he's able to pull it back together and get that refrag as he just swings a little bit wider to make it happen. This is shaping up to be a good game. 1HP is going to take it to 5-3, but CTs are keeping it close. They're keeping it within reach. They haven't let go yet. 1HP, though, is not going to take their foot off the gas for a while. Rekko's getting a lot more comfortable slamming into mid.
CT is going to be able to buy after this round. They should have 4 rifles, and we know they're comfortable playing with the auto shotty as their top frag is their main anchor right now. That's mained the auto shotty almost every round. Perhaps he should go back to that and hold that close anchor and mount some more bucks up on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like he's going to opt for the... Oh, wait. We have a gun drop. It is a possibility here, but it looks like they're going to be all on M4s, which is going to keep it rather even. Baco on that op is going to need to make something happen here, but can he out-op the man himself? Prowlett is going to be going into mid as well, but the timing just isn't good and the smoke is out. Looks like CTs are going to back up.
You can tell he's scared to take that op duel there. He sat in the middle of CT side mid, just... I don't know, waiting for something. You can tell this team isn't drilled on Anubis.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and you're going to tell me you wouldn't be scared to take an op duel against a player who was trained by Arit?
150 hours just this season?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it is good to probably mention that while Arit is the best player in India, having taken Prowlett under his wing has propelled Prowlett to new heights, and Prowlett's probably going to be the best Indian opper outside of Arit, of course, in America right now.
Yeah, and I do think that's important to highlight, just like it's important to highlight right here that Arit is going to pick that frag up easy as day. And Rekko is going to get that little kill in mid as well, and then there goes another one for Rekko. Rekko making it look easy. Young Chop almost going to get hit in the head with a smoke, but he is not able to take one down as Rekko goes for a third. And that leaves Father Devon sitting in connector, hoping a player drops. And he might get his wish.
Father Devon looks like he wants to walk towards the T's and do some economy damage. He's going to pull out his utility. It looks like that's a commonality of these CT players. They love to pull out utility at the wrong time. But I want to highlight that Rekko does get that 3K there, but that 3K never happens if Arit doesn't get that entry.
Yeah,
That
Amen.
entry starts dragging rotations across the map and right into Rico's loving arms. So very calculated by Arit here, and just showing why he's the X factor.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's why they're throwing Arit in the sites first. They want Arit to crack these bomb sites open like an egg on Sunday morning. And it looks like right here they're going to get... And the CTs are going to be fully broke again. They're going to try to make something happen. They're going to hope they can make something happen on these pistols. I personally am starting to subscribe more to the Zeus meta than the pistol meta. You know, save your money on those pistols. Oh, Rekko showing us that he does know that player is there. He's going to shoot him a little bit through the wall for the fun of it. Will he full spam him, though? They knows they're broke. Rekko, he's thinking about it. It's almost like he knows he's there. Oh, Prowlett going to pick that one up easy as day. I didn't even know that player was going to peek, as now Rekko is going to be tested by this close player. Still waiting to see if it happens. Other bomb sites are being looked into as well. Arit has given up on the A push. Gaesby is pushed way up into A main, and it looks like the other players for 1 HP are going to start setting up for that B take and leaving Rekko alone in mid. Bree's kind of feeling out the site, slowly, jitter peeking, showing that ADHD of his. He's going to molly that left side, and it looks like here it comes, as now Prolet is going to be taking that peek onto site. He's going to hold tempo. His team smokes him off, and Young Chop takes him away. Father Devin for 1. Reek falls as well. Finesse with 1, and this round has fallen all to pieces, as now Rekko's feeling pressure from behind. In front of him, he's got no idea there's a player on site, and the smoke is going to turn his back, and he's going to fall as well. Grandpa Goons with the pistol have just won. Break that down for us. What happened there?
When you're going against an eco, once you find out they're on pistols, you don't want to use utility. Like in the words of Steel, you know, these players might not remember Steel, but in the words of Steel, never use smokes against pistols.
Yep, I mean, it's just going to give those players something to hide in. It lets them play around it, lets them run through it. I mean, I think of the cross on Dust 2 when I think of that. Crossing from long, I mean, you throw that smoke to cross long, and then you've given your players somewhere to hide in, something to play around. Arik going to fall early. He's going to get completely off guard, playing a little too aggressive in that A side, as the CTs have switched to a double op setup. And the pressure is going to be kind of felt in mid. Baco going to get a free one on Prolet. Prolet caught lacking in mid. Smoke comes out. Baco. These double ops are paying dividends for the CT. Talk about stocks. And now the T's are left scratching their heads, as they're going to have to talk. They're going to have to figure something out. Arit's dead. You know he's going to be calming things. You know he's going to be telling them exactly where these players are playing. Arit's watched the demos. This is going to be close.
It was a great read by the CT side, as 1 HP has just played a slow, methodical T side default. Whenever a team plays slow like this, you want to break out multiple ops because they tend to walk straight to your crosshair. But Rico going to open up the B site, where both ops are going to be left in a retake scenario. Probably not the weapon you want to retake with, but knowing they have 2 ops on the board, he's going to wide swing out and put his team in a disadvantage.
Oh, Baco is putting on an absolute show right now. Buy a ticket. This man shouldn't be doing this for free. Finesse now in the 1v3. The IGL has to perform, and he's not going to make it happen. The IGL going to fall to Baco as well. Fantastic round and retake by Baco. Baco with the opening kill on Arit. Then he gets the frag onto Rekko to open up connector, as Rekko has a questionable wide swing there when he knows there's a double op still alive.
You want to get 7 rounds here on the T side. 5 rounds is very good for CT side on Anubis. You need to get this 7th round if you're 1 HP, so you can put your CT side to work.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and it looks like now Prolet has been reduced down to the MAC 10. This is going to be the last round, so the T's are going to throw everything they've got at the wall. The double op is still in existence. This is going to be a very hard round for 1 HP to make their way into. I don't know, if I'm 1 HP here, I'm thinking, what can I do that's a risky play? What's a little silly, goofy thing that we can do? What's something we've talked about beforehand? Because right now it looks like Rekko is going to walk right into the loving arms of these mid players with his pants down. Notice that Reed's playing a little more passive over towards that A side. He was punished by the op last time, so he knows what he's going to be walking into. They've left Rekko in mid by himself, and the other T players are kind of shaping up towards this A pop. On the other side of this smoke is KSB, and he's going to see Finesse through the smoke. He's going to see Finesse's head. He's going to break the smoke as well. Oh, but the molly comes out. Great knowledge from Arit to burn him there in that molly. And then there was 1, and then there was Baco. Baco to hold the line, but he's going to miss that opening shot. Young Chop in mid. He's going to get caught off by Rekko, and then it was just Father Devin. Father Devin, if you're a religious man, now's the time to get on your knees and pray, because you are in a 1v4 to keep T-side from getting to 7 rounds. As we said, that 7 rounds is going to be the goal, and I'm going to be honest, I am not a man of faith here. I don't have any faith in Father Devin to make this round happen. He's going to try it, though, but the molly burns. He's been heard out. He's going to catch a Reet with his pants down, dick in his hand, but it's going to be 2 shots from Rekko and Bray apiece to end Father Devin and end that round in 1 HP's favor, making it a 5-7 half.
I want to just toss it down to Jason real quick and ask, I'm really curious, in the the Indian. How does the Indian presence affect this team, Jason?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, I was talking with the team, and we're doing. They're doing their weekly bonding exercise so they could really increase that team communication, and like we talked about, this team is very prides itself on being all American homegrown boys here in Indiana. But it was interesting. Prolet and Arid, of course, they wanted to challenge themselves after coming in as number 1 and number 2 oppers in India. They literally went to Google, they typed in India, and then just let it autofill. And Indiana came up. They bought tickets that day. I'm not even kidding. That day they bought tickets, and then here we go. The rest is history. 1HP's in the playoffs, and we couldn't be happier.
Father Devin gonna get that first kill. Arik gonna pick it up for his team. That's just what he does. Young Chop, though, gonna catch Rekko with his pants down in connector, and the misdirection has worked. Gr4ndpa Goons have A site for free as here comes the 2 CTs in the retake. Arit and Finesse, they have to make something happen. Pistol rounds are so very important in CS2. Finesse and Arit, though, 2 of the best clutchers for 1HP, so if anyone can make something happen, it's probably these 2, or Bray, or Rekko, or Prolet. Really, any of these players can get it clutch, but Caseby is not going to let it happen. Caseby having a fantastic game for the other side, 14-7. Ryan, I want to point out, Rekko is sitting on 16-9 with 124 ADR, and Caseby at 14-7 with 106 ADR. To me, this feels like the battle of the carries. What are you seeing it?
Absolutely, and the interesting thing to point out is Caseby has been a super dynamic player. I guarantee when this game's over, he's going to have the most unique weapon kills. Let's see what his T side looks like, and let's see what Rekko's CT side looks like, as Rekko should see more presence in his position, as Caseby is just an A anchor and probably should not be top fragging.
And it looks like we're going to walk right into it here, is the CTs are going to opt for a full save. Me, personally, I subscribe to let's buy the second round, let's get those guns out the 4th round, let's get the full util, but, let's press pickle this round, let's put it against the glass, let's see what shakes loose. But 1HP, however, does not subscribe to that. 1HP, they're a team that likes to play a little more passive. They're going to save their util. They're going to go into the next round with no ops, probably a FAMAS, maybe an MP9 on 1HP. Yep, Finesse going to get caught with his USP out, but that's all he's got, so he's not going to get caught with much more out. And now the T's have mid for free. If I'm Finesse, that is all right to walk through that smoke, and let's see if he's going to be thinking the same thing I am. Nope, but someone else is. Rekko going to be caught out. Prolet dealing around this A main area, but Caseby going to go for 2, once again showing us what's up. Caseby with 2, Young Chop with 2, 1HP can't even get a single kill out of that pistol. That is just ugly.
Unfortunately, we're going to be seeing a half-hearted buy from the CT side as well, but if we've learned anything, it's that 1HP can make these half-buys work. They have lost both pistols, keep that in mind, so in the gun rounds, they've came out on top. Let's see if they can come out on top with FAMAS and 2 MP9s, though.
Yep, and there goes that mid-smoke. They're throwing a pretty default mid-smoke here into mid, and it looks like the player that's going to be greeting it is going to be Finesse, pushed up through that smoke with the MP9. I want to thank everyone for coming out to chat, coming out to support 1HP or Gr4ndpa Goons in these IM playoffs. This is map 1 of 3, with the other maps soon to follow after this one. We have no idea who's going to come out on top, but boy, is it going to be interesting to watch. There's an interesting smoke, as it looks like Finesse and Prolet here are going to be the mid players to watch, and the molly comes out. Finesse has got to make a move, but he second guesses himself. Finesse is going to think twice about what he does. That's not what you want to see in your IGL. You want to see dedication. You want to see performance. Prolet, however, is not going to be able to get the trade on him, so maybe that falls on him as well. In turn, maybe that falls on Arit for not properly showing Prolet how to trade.
He's been really harnessing the op skill of Prolet, and oppers aren't the best traders in the world. So maybe with how much Prolet's stuck on a rifle, Arit really should, focus on trading with Prolet.
Yeah, no, I agree. And speaking of Arit, he's going to be hiding on site here, as it looks like the T's were thinking about coming his way, but they're going to opt against it. When they come to this site, they're going to run into Arit and Prolet. This is a mean duo. You don't want to be running into a site where these two guys are holding it. Young Chop going to pick up a rotating player. If the T's still commit to A, it'll be a miracle, and it looks like they are. Arit drops the smoke. Hiding in the smoke would be the play. Caseby out. KSB gonna get Prollet for free. Arit, the X Factor once more. Gonna go for 1. Can he make it 2? He's dancing. He's diving. He can't go for 2, though. Arit only able to pick up 1 there on the MP9. His teammates do even less on the rotate, getting absolutely nothing. Prollet might as well not been on the bomb site, getting headshot as soon as the other team walked in.
Yeah, as soon as Arit drops that smoke there, he needs to be yelling at his teammates, calm down, I'm gonna get a backstab. They're gonna turn around looking for me in sight, and then you guys can peek. Peek off my contact. That's what the CTs need to do there.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, but something I do like to see is when a great player buys the Deagle, and this round I'm talking about Recco, sitting at 16-11. Of course, that team's going to be investing on the Deagle for him. That's a player who they're going to want. They're also going to leave him alive after this B-pop. Flash comes out, and it looks like Deez is about to be tested, but all he can get is 1, as I talked about Recco. But of course, Arit's the player who shows up. And Finesse is now going to get that M4, but does Finesse keep it for himself? Does he throw that off to a teammate? And the mid pressure is coming in as Recco is now about to be tested with that Deagle. He's going to miss his opening shots. Arit going to be rotating back around to his home on the A site. If there's any player I want on the Deagle, it's Arit, but it looks like Recco, as I said earlier in the round, is going to get the trade. And now the T's are going to be sitting comfortably on site. The Molly comes out. And it looks like this is going to be a tough retake for the boys. Recco trying to make some pressure happen, but he's trapped behind the Molly. Goes for 1. Can he make it 2? Bako and Finesse here in the 1v2. Finesse, this is your time to shine. Bako, you haven't had a round to shine. This is your time to shine! And Finesse going to whiff the first one. He goes back to the bomb a little early. Now Bako knows that Finesse is just yanking his wiener. And it looks like Bako's going to bite right down on his wiener too, as Finesse is going to be left dick in hand on the bomb. Bako going to get a free kill. He's going to pick up an AK for his troubles and take that into the next round. Even a 2K by Recco and a kill by Arit on the Deagle cannot save 1 HP on that round. This is looking bad.
That's really a win in 1 HP's book. They had USPs in that round. They never thought they were going to win it. They were looking to do as much eco damage as possible. T's do have a good economy. They are going to get 4 kills. So it's really a win. It would have been better if they could have brought some of those rifles over to the next round, but with all the damage they did, they wanted to go for it, and they had a fair chance. We're going to finally see Finesse on the op. That's interesting.
Oh, the timing just isn't good enough for him as he almost made it happen. Is he going to throw it back over to Prollet now is the question. There is some pressure coming from the T's into mid with only Prollet here. Yep, there's the switch. Prollet can't go long without that op. You know, he was fiending like a nicotine addict in the vape store. And it looks like they're going to go for a little re-aggression on mid here, possibly. It looks like the CT, or the T's, however, have walked up very close to Connector. And there is not a player in Connector to greet them. Bray is playing outside of Connector. Finesse falls. Finesse without that op. And it looks like the rotation's coming out from the T's. The T's have called it. They're going to start heading over to the B bomb site. They're going to leave A wide open as Recco is going to take KSB out.
I want to point out that Molly has killed Finesse twice. And really leaving Prollet with no way to trade. Finesse getting pushed into the open there. Probably should rethink how he plays that position. Maybe save a smoke in case that happens. As the T-side are looking to have a very, very mirrored approach to T-side Anubis as 1 HP.
Yeah, and the pressure's coming out of the bomb site's being hit. Devin with 1, Deez with 1. Prollet unable to pick anything up. Prollet has the chance to run through a smoke. We all know he loves doing it, but it looks like he's going to instead opt to save. Prollet on the default knife as well. I could have sworn he owned a knife at some point this season. But yeah, let's take some time and let's talk about that position that Finesse is playing in mid. So, as you can see here on stream, Finesse is choosing to play in this spot very often. And instead, the Molly is being thrown by the T's from here. And it's just going to be doing a whole lot of burn damage. I'm going to tune right back over to the stream. We'll get back to that as Prollet and Finesse are under pressure, under stress. There's a smoke out. Father Devin knows he's there. Arit with 1. Arit with 2. Can he count it 3? And it looks like he's going to be walking right into the pistol player, but he's going to go for 3. Arit going to take that off over to his team. Arit said, that's it. I'm putting the team on my shoulders. Even in this save round, I'm going to take 3. I'm going to take this op back to Prollet, back to the second best opper in India. Great round from Areeth there to make it something that 1 HP can salvage. And they're going to take a tactical timeout to talk things over. Jason, what's going on down there on the ground? What's with this timeout?
Well, I want to point out the round that I think really has changed the momentum. They kind of forced the buy in the classic 1 HP fashion. I kind of, obviously I can't interfere as a streamer. I kind of coughed and I was like, that's interesting. When they kind of forced that buy, they punched me in the mouth. They punched me right in the mouth. So I opted to keep my mouth shut and let the team deal with their own affairs. They went pistols the following round, and they did pretty solid. Getting the couple of trades in and being able to reclaim some weapons. And if they were able to connect on that round, I think the team would have been feeling a lot better. But they're definitely not upset with their performance so far. It's just those little intangibles these last few rounds where it's really taken over and given the grandfathers the advantage.
Speaking of intangibles and speaking of fathers, Prowlet's going to put Father Devin straight out to pasture with the op. He's going to get that team that early frag they need. It looks like Finesse, you can teach an old dog new tricks as well, is he's not going to play in that spot with the MP9 that he's been burned on twice, maybe 3 times now. And this is going to put the T's at a significant disadvantage, and they're going to be looking like they're shaping up to go B as well, and it looks like there's going to be 3 1 HP players to greet them, all of them on 100 HP. It's not going to be the easiest site take, as even Prowlet has shown up here on the op. And it looks like Rekko here, feeling it out from behind pillar, playing casually, playing slow, but it looks like I might have miscalled this, as it looks like D's and the rest of his team are going to be shaping up to go over towards A and possibly test Areeth. Areeth has started to feel this. He's started to sense it. He's starting to look back over towards the site a little bit. He's starting to realize that there's a distinct lack of pressure. The CTs, on the other hand, are starting to feel out connector. They're starting to see that something might be happening. There's a disturbance in the force, and the force is outside of A right now. Is this going to be that attack force? Great smoke by Areeth to delay. Little does he know that was a huge smoke to keep around alive, followed by a huge nade. Areeth going to be burning alive for a very long time, though. He's blind, he's lost, and now it is on Prowlet to try to make something happen. D's and the rest of his team pushing out. They're going to take that bomb site easily, and this is a 4v4 retake. If you're 1 HP, you have to make this happen. You can't sit on your ass.
You got to save at this point. You're not retaking with the MP9 and op, and yes, back out of that. The T's are going to hear them running away. It's in the T's best interest to hunt these 2 players.
Yeah, well, they know Prowlet's still alive, and they know that's their offer, so they're definitely they're absolutely going to be hunting. If they don't, it'd be foolish.
What I think is happening is the CT side is kind of cracking under pressure. This is their map pick. In the back of their minds, they're like, we should be winning this. And, they got the opening pick that round. You saw them rotating left and right in the middle of the round, which is just showing a bunch of hesitancy, a bunch of uncertainty. This op saves over, so maybe Prowlet can bail them out with Areeth's guidance, but have someone flash mid, take a peek at mid, see if they're there, get some information. You don't have to die to a fight. You don't have to commit to a fight. Just flash mid, see if they're there. If they're not there, you can fall back and re-bolster up A site. It's getting late into the round. But when HP is going to force up into this, they feel like they don't want to play for OT. I think we might have seen one full buy round from them this half.
I mean, this is where they're comfortable. They're comfortable on the half buy, but it looks like comfort does not matter. It's there's going to be a little bit of a duel over in A main here, as D's is about to see what he can get out of these 2 players. These 2 players have pushed all the way through. Bray and Finesse are somewhere they shouldn't be. They are in no man's land right now, as now the T has called for backup. D's young chop, they're starting to feel it out. There's a head just quite not showing for D's. D's very knowledgeable on the angles.
This is going to come down to whoever has the most patience, and Bray's going to spot both of them out when he jumps there.
No, but D's is going to collect 2 for free. Great spray control by D's. Great control of himself by D's and not peek. He just played it slow, did exactly what his team needed. And there's a player, Father Devin, who's hearing them rotate right now. He's in mid. He's hearing all of this. He has to be calming to his team, and yep, the comm has come through. A side is wide open. The CTs have over-rotated. They've given this away, and I think you might have to think about saving again.
Absolutely, just a heads-up round by KS there, or I'm sorry, Father Devin there. Gets the info. Sometimes it's not about the kills you get around, it's about the info you collect and how you act on it. it's very interesting to see the I don't even remember their names. The T side play like this when and it worked for them as 1HP. It's their map pick. You know, you think they know how to counter their own style of play.
Yeah, but it looks like they've hit a brick wall. And that brick wall is Grandpa Goons with a special highlight onto Caseby, who is sitting at 20-9 right now. I mean, we talked about him in the pregame, the Henny type players, but I mean, those are Shaw numbers for a map like this.
Those are Shaw numbers, and hopefully he is just playing like Shaw and not acting like Shaw.
Oh, Prowlet's pants are down, and so is the op. The op is on the ground, and now the CTs, things are looking desperate. No op, no drip, only drop. No Supreme stickers, no Tims, nothing. 1HP is up Schitt's Creek, and they forgot their paddle.
They don't have any free rounds the rest of this game either. Like they can't break the T-side economy. They have to win 5 hard rounds. They've got to play disciplined Counter-Strike. They have to make good decisions, and they have to trade.
You know, I want to highlight Father Devin here and just talk about, I wonder if religion is possibly impacting Grandpa Goons here. I mean, do you think possibly they prayed before this?
Absolutely, they did. I mean, look at this man's mustache.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm seeing it on the stream. That's a fantastic mustache. You can tell he's a father. You can tell this is something he appreciates, and something that I appreciate is seeing a little bit of aggression out of 1HP, as they're going to be pushing up more into A main. I mean, you can tell they know Arit's their star player, and they're going to throw him out there like such. I can't catch the kill, but Caseby's going to collect Finesse, and that's going to be the bomb site wide open. Prowlet left stranded with an MP9, and I hate to say it, but 1HP might have to pack their bags and start moving themselves to Mirage and thinking about that map, because this one might be over.
This one is over. I don't see a way back, as we're going to be looking at a 2v5. Caseby going to be tested by Prowlet here, who's going to get the kill, and they're going to be in a 2v4. It's still doable. 3v4 or 2v3 as Bray gets the kill to even things up a little bit more, but they're going to be in a 2v3 retake on the B site with bomb planted. D is getting space into Temple. You got to think he's going to get a free kill. Prowlet decides to rotate all the way through A, and Bray evens it up with a 2v2. This is possible.
Might have spoken too soon here, as Bray is going to collect that kill, and there is 2 T's separated into 2 separate 1v1s, but Prowlet was a little loud coming over. Molly comes out. They're starting to clear things out. They're starting to feel it out, but this position from Young Chop. Oh, he's almost dead, but almost only counts in horseshoes, as Young Chop is going to get his, and Prowlet's going to fall as well. That is map 1 over.
What do you think was the issue there?
I mean,
not for that round, but in general.
Work your fingers to the bone. I know you can keep me warm. Don't you leave, it's getting cold. I got you and you got me. Don't be scared if we complete. Love and war the same damn thing. Yeah. Oh love, it's like I'm fading away. I want more, I want more. Oh love, I really want you to stay. We'll push it to the edge for real. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body, all in. 'Cause I love the way you make me feel. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body, all in. 'Cause I love the way you make me feel. I want your body. wanted to stay. We'll push it to the edge for real. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body, all in. 'Cause I love the way you make me feel. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body, all in. 'Cause I love the way you make me feel. I want your body, fading slowly, just our bodies laying side by side, sinking till we're halfway underground. It's not over, pull me closer, don't let go, not now. This emptiness is more than I can bear. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind, rewind. Would you take me back in time to find peace of mind? Would you leave it all behind? 'Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind? Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind? Where did we get lost in this? Those summers I do miss, when we were just two kids without a hitch. As soon as our feet hit the ground, we're running out this town. 'Cause we both know there's more to life than this. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind, rewind. Would you take me back in time to find peace of mind? Would you leave it all behind? 'Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind?
Hey, man, the fuck you mean you ain't heard no fucking...
Rich for the God, rich for the God, rich for the God.
And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring, ring. And that booty on that thotty made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body, I'm never bruising. Hey, yeah, 4 flights, 1 month. Bitch, I'm from the future, catch this baby going beast mode. She hit me with the nudie, weapon nail class, find me triple stepping on my scooty. Suck your head, man, cause you know your mommy is my tutor. I'm a tall man, why she tryna get me tall, man? Rubber band, man, can you toss it up? Let the rain, man, rain dance, take another L with a goofy thought, no chance. Love getting money, call it romance. Hey, sassy boys, are you hungry? I see you tryna buy my sound, but it sounded kinda funky. And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring, ring. And that booty on that thotty made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body, I'm never bruising. Hey, let me break it down. I got a bad bitch tryna jump my bones in a booty round. Hey, you see my whips on fleek, yeah, pink flames, pink Fiat, baby is a treat. Yeah, of course I'm eating all my cells cause they stuff with greens. Yeah, this baby's got the German coochie, really made me scream. So I'ma just tour the world and grab a bag, I'm really keen. Yeah, really on that goofy shit, but ain't no Charlie Sheen. Hey, sassy boys, are you hungry? I see you tryna buy my sound, but it sounded kinda funky. And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring, ring. And that booty on that thotty made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body, I'm never bruising. Hey.
Baby, no money.
Hey, the fuck you mean you ain't heard no fucking?
Yeah, I'm back to the bone. I ain't sure what you been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard, making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby, no money means baby, no stone. I like chick flicks, yeah, I'm realistic. Big bone, bad lady with some lipstick. Ooh, I got a freak on me. I went for 5 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to map 2, as it looks like the CTs are just going to start killing each other here on Knife Round for some reason. Maybe there's some kind of agreement on why they're going to be killing each other, but they are just going to be killing each other. I don't have an answer to that, but if you're just joining us, welcome to map 2 of IM Playoffs, round 1. The first map went to Grandpa Goons. We were able to find out between maps that it was their pick. Jason, I want to toss it over to you before we start here and just talk about why 1HP is going to pick Mirage after having barely touched it this season.
Well, you know, like I said, if you watch the early demos, there's actually this really sneaky play. You know, I hear him chuckling and giggling right now. There's the sneaky play to play Mirage poorly early on in the season, so it looks like you don't know what you're doing. Get Ancient a bunch, so it looks like that's like the map to avoid. But really, Mirage is what they scrim on. Mirage is what they practice. Mirage is the front and back side of both hands. They know this map in and out. They don't care which side they start on. That's why they started off with that little team kill. It's mind games. They're playing the psych out. And I tell you what, it startled me. I said, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. They immediately come in and start knifing. I'm freaked out, and we'll see if the opponents are also freaked out as well.
T-side here, going to be putting a little bit of money into utility, as Prolet and Rekko are going to get that smoke, they're going to get flashes, they're going to get a nade, and they're going to go into mid. What do you think they're going to be doing in mid here, Ryan? It looks like the CTs are setting up towards both sites.
These players will love to barge into the middle of one of the sites. Looks like they picked the right side here, as they're going to be barging up into A's site. Bray's going to be taking this jungle control and sees that the fence is not broken, so there's no reason to worry about it, but Reed and Finesse going to be able to open up the site. Finesse going to get some CT control, as KSB is going to get deleted, you know, after having a big performance last round. Now this is up to a 2v3 with Deez and Father Devin lurking. Prolet's got full utility and is going to get stabbed in the back. Not able to make any use of it, as they're going to crunch this site with 2 T sitting in CT spawn. This round's going to come down to this lurk through window by Finesse, and oh, that might be a big brain play to break the vents there. They're going to tap bomb. Guy on site is low HP. They know they're not sticking it. Father Devin overlooking Finesse. Finette's gonna peek back, gonna get the first kill. Finette should win this round. Big 4K from the IGL coming in to get them pistol round. That's their first pistol round of the series. Great time to show some resilience and start back.
Fantastic round by Finesse. I mean, going after the last game you had as the IGL, you know, Finesse just put his foot down. He said, I'm going to close this out even if I have to put you fuckers on my back. But, you know, I think all that's got to go back to Arit there, honestly. That might as well be Arit's clutch for getting that one kill that round, opening things up for Finesse to get that 4K, and then dying early so he can talk his team. He can talk to Finesse and tell him what to do.
You can't eat the peaches unless you open the can, brother.
That's what I'm saying. You can tell right there, Arit brought that can over. He probably didn't bring a can. I mean, I know Arit. He probably did it with his bare hands.
Man,
Guys, I'm getting live reports here. Arit actually got that kill so that way Finesse wouldn't have to worry about the pressure of getting an ace, and that pressure is always super surmounted, especially on pistol round. Back to you guys. Sorry about that.
He's so chivalrous. Where would we be without him? I'm interested heavily into this shotgun play that's going on in A main here. As Casey's going to be feeling it out. Oh, but Arit's going to close out.
Not going to do anything this go around. As KSB's shotgun probably is what was the X factor for Grandpa Goons on the first map, but T side looking to not lose any players, going to lose Arit. They need to keep their economy alive and well if they want to have a good T-side run on Mirage, while Father Devin's probably going to end up saving this Mag 7. T-side need to just calm down, play together, not hunt. They're spread apart. They're giving essentially 2 1v1s and then 2 players playing really close together. They shouldn't hunt. They're on Galils. They cannot buy rifles next round if they lose.
No, and the Mag 7's the moneymaker. You take that in the next round, you're able to make, what, is it $2 grand or something like that? It's the kill reward. It's absolutely insane. Mag 7 is the bank of a very good team. I mean, if you think back to the old days of Fnatic, Mag 7 is what used to keep that team on the map in rounds like these. They would get a couple kills with that Mag 7 on Pronax. Next thing you know, they're sitting at $6,000. They can put the op on JW, and perhaps that was what they're trying to do here. One more round like that, and they'll have enough for an op on Baco or Caseby. Both competent oppers in their own right.
I want to point out this guy has 2,000 kills on his Mag 7.
Holy shit. Talk about dedication to your craft. And the double Mag 7 is going to come out for Caseby and Father Devin. You can say a lot of things about Grandpa Goons, but one thing you can't say is that they don't know how to use the shotguns.
This looks to be like a good bonus round for 1HP. If they can convert this round, it's going to put the CT side onto terrible eco, and if they win this round, they're going to go up 4-0, almost guaranteed. Looks like they're going to take mid control, sneak spotty in the ladder. This is the time they can start falling out, but they're going to get Reco. A lot of lurking going on in mid. They've already got the control. You need to fall out now. You need to go grab bomb and hit another site. While we look at the CTs taking apps control. Father Devin putting that Mag 7 to work. You know, they've done really well with getting map control. And as I say that, Baco is going to take down Bray in ladder. The CTs know it has to be an A play. Even with that knowledge, Prolit's going to be able to take out Baco. We're going to see a Mag 7 lurking in ramp. Probably not the gun you want to have this position, but if a wide swings close like this, maybe it is. Oh, Reed's never going to let that slip by, as it's both CTs rotating through connector in a 3v2. You really want to win this round if you're 1 HP.
Arit's going to be your ramp player, too. Arit's going to be that linchpin you need in a round like this.
Absolutely, Arit. You want him alive at all costs. Maybe a little overzealous there, but he gets the info. He knows where both players are. Finette's going to get the first kill, having a great match so far. You know, maybe Arit taking the reins as secondary callers, helping Finesse free up to have a little bit more fragging potential, if you will.
Or you know, hear me out. Maybe that's what's changed between now and last map. Maybe Arit said, you know, have a back seat. You know, sit down. I'm gonna call this game, Finesse. You focus on your frag. You know, Jason, if you could actually comment on that for us, that'd be great. What's going on down on the ground for Finesse to be performing like this?
Yeah. So like we said, you know, they're feeling pretty pretty bummed out about not getting any wins on CT side in that last game, so they wanted to keep the momentum going, start off strong with the T side. Obviously, this was their pick, so they said balls to the wall. We're gonna go with what we know. They were trying out some different strategies. One strategy was just completely give up CT side, and that didn't work out too well for them. So they're going back to what they know, and Finesse is making simple calls and simple plays. We're seeing that here in this round, I think.
That's just beautiful. Prowler going to be back on the op here. He's going to be dancing around on the A site just a little bit as the CTs are kind of feeling it out towards B, but the terrorists have full control in mid right now, Ryan. They barely even fought back.
Yeah, the thing that the T's aren't realizing is that they're on a save round. As soon as they find out that KSB's got a P250 here, they should group up and hit something together slow. Right now, they need to be screaming, pistols, pistols, slow down. Rather, they're going to just storm on into these short angles, not get punished for it. Young Chop is going to get a deagle onto Finesse. Now Finesse can backseat, tell Arid, you calm down, let me call, let you focus on your crosshair. We're going to get a plant towards Connector here. Wide open to Connector. Bako could have punished that as no one was watching, but that's not the type of round you want to have as a T side. Sure, you win the round, and sure, that's ultimately what matters, but one rifle saved, one P250, one Deagle bot, and you lose 3 players, that's not the round you want.
I do want to highlight there is someone who's a first-time chatter in the chat. Their name is just 1 HP for the win. Let's go 1 HP. You got this team. Show them your skills and dominate that playoff match in CS2. Sending you all the hype and energy. 1 HP for the win. That sounds like a prompt that was written by ChatGPT. Whoever you are, we appreciate your service during this trying time of Map 2.
Let me know who your favorite players are in the chat. Who are you rooting for to have a great game? T-side 1 HP looking like they really, really care about having this mid control. Once they get taken out by that op and they realize they're playing passive mid, they're going to grab bomb, and it looks like they're going to probably head towards an A exec, which is not a terrible play if you're playing against an op. He's ticket booth, you smoke off CT, flash over, he should drop back. We do have 2 players on the bomb site, and then you'll have a quick rotate from jungle, but if these smokes are good and the flashbangs come in good, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Interesting setup by the CTs. They've been getting apps control every round. They could be cheating one over to strengthen that A site, yet they don't.
It looks like Young Chop here and KSB are going to be tested. KSB, we saw last map how good he is on the op, and now it's going to be his time to shine. 1 HP players are completely shut down by a Molotov. And they're still going to try to go out, and they're going to walk right into KSB's op. And the under-Valve player unable to get 1. Arit goes for 2. KSB for 2, though. They counted 3. KSB cannot make 4. And now, Finesse, your team needs you more than ever. You've had 1 clutch this match. Can you make it 2? 8 bullets in his mag. Can't quite make it happen.
That double op setup coming in for the CT side once again. We saw it on Anubis, paid off dividends for them. It helps out there too. Really only 1 op getting kills. That's going to be, who is it? It won't tell me. KS. KS has been the man of this team so far. Didn't have great stats the regular season, but he is showing up big time this series. That 4K is going to be his first 4 kills, and Arid and Finesse, your first and secondary caller, are going to be your top frags for T side. You are up 4-1, but that's got to be kind of questionable, correct, Davis?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fact that you've got your IGL1 and your IGL2 being your top callers, that's gonna freak you out a little bit. Probably gonna get called out. He's gonna take 17 damage in that molly, essentially for free. But the cavalry is here. His teammates are slamming themselves up cat right now, as now it is all on Father Devin to try to get something. Buckshot kicks in. Bako forgets to shoot his op. Again, remember from that's a little Easter egg from the last map, as Bako actually unbound his mouse 1 And it looks like that's going to hurt him here again, but Caseby not going to have that problem after his 4K. He's going to go right through that smoke, and he's going to find the Prowlet sitting free. Bray able to get that one. Fantastic positioning from Bray as Caseby's going to take his head off, and now it is all on a It's all on your star player. He's going to get one. Smoke goes down. This is a time where you know Arit is just going to perform. Bomb gets tapped, not planted for him. Arit's not going to read it. Arit's not going to read the stick. He's going to read it, but it's too little, too late. He could think about picking that up, but he's going to opt to save his AK there. I mean, I'm a little disappointed in myself if I'm Arit there.
He took a gamble. Gamble didn't, pay off. Sometimes the house wins,
This is true. Sometimes the house does win. Caseby and Bako. Bako once again forgetting to shoot the op. I think this time they stopped giving it to him. I mean, he just watches that player at Cat. 1 HP, though, not going to be worried about watching Cat. It looks like they're going to be going for a pretty fast B rush here with your only gun on Arit. On your star player on 138 AR.
They had enough money to half buy into this. They're going to be getting a bonus that would allow them to, buy down to maybe 1,800 or so and still have decent utility, but they're not really going to make the most use out of this buy, but maybe Arit can do the Lord's work for him, as Rico's actually going to open up the site with the Deagle. Arit with the trade, but the CTs are too fast in the rotate. Prowlet going to be baiting with the Glock. He should be making space for these players, but no, he's looking to try and pick up another Glock, and that's not what you want to see if you've got a Deagle and a M4 or a AK Live on your team. You need to be making space for your teammates.
No, yeah, I mean, coming from my experience in the league, I mean, if I'm on the Glock there, I've got a teammate on the AK, I'm going to take my knife out, I'm going to go flying out of that window. I mean, you just need to open up that space. Don't be last alive with a Glock, making me watch you as the caster crouch around, look at other Glocks on the ground. T's are able to get that op back out, though, as Prowlet's going to be back at home with that op, and it looks like he's thinking about taking it over to mid and giving it a feel to see if it's worth it. Op shot comes out in mid. Bako goes out with the flash. Pressure's on here as the Cat player is going to swing out as well. A lot of pressure from Bako on Cat. Bray is trying his best to fight it off. Smoke goes out.
Prowlet whiffs that shot on the Cat player. Could have put them in an early advantage, but Prowlet's got to step up here. He's got to come in big for his team. Him having big games is what put them in this position. But Caseby's going to get the entry onto Arit. Kind of a late entry, 40 seconds into the round before the first person goes down. But Rika's going to even things up with the kill on the Bako. Doesn't really count as much. Bako hasn't been really offering anything up for the CT side. CT side has a lot of control. We've got a player in Palace. We've got a player up apps by himself. 3 players in mid for the T side. Riku has crept through a window room, taking jungle control. Knows jungle is clear. If you have jungle control, is he going to call for them to hit the B site and let them rotate over and then run back to A maybe? That might be the call. They've got 2 great lurks here, one in ladder, one in jungle. Throw a fake on B. Oh no. Prowlet is going to get the trade. They see bomb. They need to be running back. Don't commit to B. You've got teammates all over the map. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's all coming apart, and now Recco has to perform the 1v2. He has to perform surgery. Let's see if he's any good at operation. Is he able to get the first one? But now the pressure is going to be on him to get this bomb down immediately, and it's just not going to happen. Too little, too late as the Molly goes down. Great Molly, great knowledge from Caseby. Once again, showing us that this might just be his series of Counter-Strike. As
what is Recco doing, bro?
Recco's going to throw away.
The Molly came in from window or from market.
Recco is going to throw away his gun. 1 HP is in shambles. 1 HP fans are in shambles. There's a lot of Arit fans in the chat, and it's just not going to be working out for them. Arit sitting at 9 and 6.
Well, you've got a player in ladder. You've got a player in jungle. You've got 2 great lurks. You can throw utility. Listen to rotations across the map. You've got so much info across the map. They are going to be rotating. You're going to get those kills on them rotating. And then you still hit the bomb site? A-site is so weak, and throw the fake, run underpass.
And Recco has all that knowledge. I mean, he's so far up in jungle. They have no idea he's there. Rekko knows so much in the position he's in, and they leave him in a 1v2 because they're just throwing themselves into the bomb site on the extra player. Probably going first with the bomb with his knife out is just not what you want to see. Jason, what's going on the ground over there, man?
Well, obviously heads are hanging a little bit low. They had to pray to Ganesh there. Reed and Prolet were able to convince these all-American homegrown boys here from Indiana to convert to so they took a moment to recollect themselves. Obviously they're not fully committed to winning this round here. They want to save. They got some decent money for the classic 1 HP push, but they're gonna opt to try to kill who they can, and of course get a little extra cash from those plants, take a little extra money out of those CT's pockets.
If you're Finesse here, you've got to be annoyed. You've got to be so annoyed. You're top fragging on your T side. This used to be the worst player on your T-sided team. You're top fragging on your T side, and you're losing your map pick.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Ryan. I hear him, with his call-outs. A couple of them are a little bit snippy, a little bit chippy, but they love the competition, they love the challenge, and like we always say, 1 HP keeps them close.
Yeah, I mean that's tough to be 10-6, 74 ADR. You're doing well. You're doing what your team needs you to. You're making those calls, but you've got team just running into bomb sites with their knives out. I mean, that's going to be just upsetting. It looks like Prolet's going to be looking for that A cross down lower A. A little bit of pressure out here in mid as Bray is going to pick that kill up.
We need one of these riflers to step up. Bray or Rekko needs to step up and Prolet needs to start hitting some shots. Bray gonna get the entry into this. That's good to see from him. Finesse gonna keep on going. Not gonna get the trade though on Bako jungle. Rekko though, however, will get that trade. But you have the arch nemesis auto shotgun coming up in connector. He actually drops it for an AK. Can Prolet make use of his op, win this 1v2?
Oh!
No, he's gonna run around with utility out. Why are you doing that?
He's just going to swing wide with his utility. I mean, you've been standing there so long. The rotation has obviously come in. Prolet, what are you doing? 1 HP, you're cracking at the seams. The foundation is falling apart. I mean, we're going to have to replaster these walls at halftime. Because it is just not looking good for 1 HP. As now they're going to buy into this round again, and they're going to throw every bit of cash they've got in their pockets at the wall. Galils and a couple of AKs, and the util is light and sparse between them. This is looking tough.
Looks like we're going to be seeing an A split here, maybe relatively fast. Bako can't hit an op shot to save his life. If this CT side dropped Bako, maybe picked up a read, they'd probably make it advance this season.
Could not agree more. Bako just keeps forgetting to shoot his gun. We thought he had maybe worked this out on the last map, but he looks like he might actually have the reaction time of a diseased snail. Yeah, once again, he's just going to get shot in the back. He's not even going to turn around.
Guy is clueless. The A split will come in. KS is hiding Firebox. Might come in clutch as the CTs, instead of mollying Firebox, going to double molly Palace. KS could have went a lot bigger there if he just held his horses a little bit tighter. Nade's going to pick up Rico as 2v3 comes in. Arit sitting ramp with 10 HP. Bray's going to have to get more than one here if they want a chance.
Yeah, not to mention the flank is coming in behind Arit right now, and I think he's none the wiser. He's used all of his brain power for the... Oh, maybe not.
Bray's going to give him a chance here. Arit's going to turn around from ramp. What are you doing? Oh, the auto shotty from long range. Is it going to be enough? Father Devin coming in. He said, read your Bible, boy. And he's got the kid. I think he's got it. Does he got it?
Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, you cannot lose that round. An auto shotty retaking across the bomb site from a ramp.
Bray did everything he could to make that round work. I mean, I'd be surprised if Arit's keyboard's in one piece right now. I mean, I can't even explain that one away.
Well, it is a CT-sided map. Don't call it over yet. CT-sided map. They're going to opt to play with 2 shotguns on this final round. They could have afforded a little bit more if they, you know, didn't buy head armor. But
Yep, Baco with another characteristic miss. Oh, but he's able to hit one. Someone sound the alarms. Pressure's on, but he is going to just kill himself instead. He got his 1 kill, so he went ahead and tapped himself out for the round.
Arit's got a lot of information here. He knows where 2 are. He's going to get the first kill. Gonna tag the second player down to 1 HP. He is 1 shot now. This round's got to be 1 HPs.
Oh.
Surely they're going to make it 5-7. Rec are going to grab the bomb here in T-spawn as the CTs are positioned for a retake from 2 different angles. Not terrible. Actually, it's just going to be up to D's and Brazen to say no, not today. We're going to get that 5th round. You guys got 5 on your map. We're going to get 5 on ours. And we're going to transition to CT side, which is more favored for us.
It's a close ball game right now. It's hard to call, but I hate to call against our All-American boys 1 HP, but I mean, they're just not looking themselves right now. But maybe they've been ironing out this CT side. Maybe this CT side is like a dress shirt Sunday morning before church. It's finally ironed, finally pressed, and it's ready to go and show out. Looks like they have an idea of what they're going to do. Is Prolit's going to get on the dualies.
Yeah, but we got a triple stack coming B, and it looks like all the T's are going to be executing A. We got a Palace Pop coming in with 2 smokes. I wonder where we're going to be seeing them. Looks like one's positioned for stairs and the other position for jungle. Perfect counter for this CT setup. Looks like we're going to see a full 5v5 retake unless Arit can come in big. Jump spot with your gun out, brother. You need to get ready. He's going to call the smokes coming in. Flash over ramp. He sees them trickling out of Palace. They know it's a waterfall strat. He drops back, gives them CT. Will the T's overextend? Looks like they will. Reed's going to get the first shot. KS is going to come in. Smartly retracts from CT. Arit and Finesse taking back CT control. They're postured for a great retake unless the T's can come in big. What they start to do, but Rekko gets a trade back to KS. Father Devin down. And Young Chop has a lot to do, and he's going to do a lot as Baco and Young Chop together make this a 1v1. Oh, Prolit! It's so hard to keep up with everything going on. A very fun round to watch.
Get your haircuts here. Prolit's giving out free haircuts on A site with 2 guns, 2 kills. Prolit making it work on that CT. I was joking on them for the dual Berettas buy, but my God, did Prolit make it work. Prolit made them both work and shoot very fast. Able to get 2 on the site.
Yeah, it's about time we see Prolit put in some work. Prolit, pretty much the reason they won that round. 1 HP is going to pick up both pistols for their map pick. Pistol rounds are now 2-2. Let's see if they can string this into some gun rounds, as the T side has 2 smokes in the flash to work with. But they're not going into an early hit or anything. They're playing passive. They want to see if the CTs are going to push and give them anything for free, as they did on Anubis. Jason, the spirits must be high after losing both pistol rounds on your opponent's map pick and then coming back and winning both pistol rounds on this map pick. Was there a scream or anything from the CT side when Prolit won that clutch?
Well, let me tell you something, Ryan and Davis. There was a lot of hooting, but there was even more hollering. I mean, I tell you what, the only reason we've lost 4 out of these 7 rounds is because of simple, like, 1 mistake, and then it derails the whole thing here. So the team knows they can execute, and they have been executing. Playing perfect it's tough for any team. We are in IMs, and they take their jobs very seriously. They're very happy with the 2 pistol rounds here.
Yeah, sounds like, you know, those mistakes trickle down to Reaganomics almost. The fake over at CT side A ramp, gonna pull 4 players over to A. They start realizing it is a fake. Rekko's gonna rotate in through market. Not gonna see anything on the cross. What is Finesse gonna be able to do? Is he gonna be able to keep top fragging? Oh no.
No, 1 HP bite in, and they bite in hard like a dog into a brand new chew toy. They've given up the bomb site. As they over-rotate, leave their players alone. Finesse is left stranded. But there's still a chance. Never count them out, as Prolit's going to get that first one. They're going to line up, give Father Devin the 2K. Father Devin didn't even have to pray for that one, as 1 HP is going to hand it over for free.
on that swing bench, Prolet's got to swing wider to create some space. You know, he stops and Ari gets stuck on him. I'm not sure. Maybe they should drill some retake utility or something, as they're gonna buy back into this round. You know, if I'm, I don't know. I don't know that I like this so much, but if it works, it works.
You know, I have to think to myself when I see a player playing like Prolet is, I think to myself, what would Shaw say to him at a time like this?
I can't hold your mouse for you.
Yeah, he can't hold your mouse for you. You know, you're not going to swing wide. You're going to leave him in a bad position. He can't hold your mouse for you. I mean, he's seen you play well one time this season, and that was on Inferno. I mean, Overpass. So, well, I mean, what are you going to do in a situation like this? And it looks like 1 HP in response is going to invest up into some pistols.
Oh, they've gotten T-spawn. They know they're towards B. They've evacuated from T-spawn, however. T-side can retake this and hit A. They know 1 HP likes to over-rotate and rotate when it's not necessary. But at a 3v5, you know, maybe I'm going to eat my words here. This round is 1 HP is to lose. I do want to point out that Prolet buying full into this round has left them unable to buy an op when they do full buy into their gun round.
Interesting you'd point that out, because that is true. Prolet does thrive on that op. Well, I don't know if thrive is the right word, but he does demand its usage. And it's going to be a 3v4 as the T's are able to pick one up there. But Rekko going to come chiming in for the first time in a while with 2. Can he make it free? Rekko, not much of a gambling man, but Father Devin had better hit the casinos, as now he's going to have to gamble just to keep his life. And he is in a tough spot, but it's not an unwinnable clutch. They might be unwinnable now. And now he's announced his position. He's seen ahead, and he's going to get pincer maneuvered. He's going to be feeling that pressure from all around as Father Devin is going to fall. And 4 1 HP players alive. That's got to be good for morale.
That's great. You know, it's going to put the T side in a tough spot where, yeah, it looks like they're going to opt to save this round. If they save this one round, they're going to have a very healthy buy next round with oh no, actually, they're going to have a tough buy next round. A full buy nonetheless, but it'll be tough. But, you know, 1 HP struggles to get these type of buys.
That they do, and it's just going to be a tough round overall here. For Grandpa Goons, that is, as it looks like 1 HP are going to be able to walk into this round essentially for free, but they have left the A site kind of open to this Palace Pop.
Oh, Reed, what are you doing? You know they're, oh my god. You're playing that so well until you decide to push it to the ramp around against pistols.
Oh no, and it's all falling to pieces. Bray fighting by the skin of his teeth to keep it close as he's going to get one. This is a 1v2, but this is not, or 3v2, but this is a very, very winnable situation for Grandpa Goons, as Deez is going to be in a linchpin position. And I don't think he'll be checked, but boy, have I been wrong before, as Bray's going to get 2. Neither of them able to be picked up by the casters. Bray hitting some shots you wouldn't normally think you would hit. Bray able to make that round count. Somehow digging a Ari out of the hole he almost dug for himself there. I mean, we might have to criticize Ari on that one.
I think Ari knows that he's the X factor, and perhaps the pressure of playoffs, he feels like he has to charge at the T side and win the round for his team. But sometimes, just because you're the best player on the team does not mean you get to play like simple.
This is true. I mean, not every team can afford a simple. And it looks like neither can Grandpa Goons, as they don't have a good opper, and they're somehow making Baco op again after he's missed about 6 or 7 sitters in just this match.
T's using no mid control utility, and we still see the CTs putting heavy presence towards mid. Interesting decision. Now they've kind of gone. Yeah, I'm not sure about this positioning for the CTs. They're kind of weak to sight hits right now in the absence of mid pressure. T's going to start lurking out mid, however, kind of late. Where's Prolet's op at?
Oh, it's op. It's moved over to market. Yep. Mid's open. CTs have completely given up mid here, and it looks like now it's going to be on Rekko to salvage something out of mid.
Oh, nice shot by Prolet peeking back in. But as the mid player, when they don't push you out of mid, you need to stay there. Trust in your rifles. You don't have to do everything. If they take mid late, great, but stay
Very
there.
poor smoke.
Yeah. But isn't gonna matter anyway, as the T side is gonna look to contact B, as Finesse is gonna be playing a very bad position for any sort of info. Still has a flash and smoke on him. He could be, peeking for some info and then use his utility. Rekko gonna miss his smoke, but it might end up helping him out if he can get close to that smoke and kill him as they jump out window. Finesse gonna get taken out, and this is winnable for the T side as they have a 2v1 on site. They're gonna get bombed down in Baco. 8 seconds left. They have to commit to the plant. Baco's gonna swing with his op, and he's got to win him this round, but he won't as Arit takes him out. No way D's wins this round.
Oh, Arit, good shot to the wall there to clean the round out. Keeping it close. Good round all around from 1 HP there.
And they retake the lead.
Close. Yeah, they do, and I mean, you gotta respect them for keeping their head about them, keeping themselves in this match, because I thought for a second things might get out of hand, but we do have a timeout called.
Oh, and it's from 1 HP. 1 HP is saying, let's pause this. Let him sit in it. Let him sit in it.
Jason, what's going on down there during this timeout? What's happening?
So, you guys have commented a couple of times on Arit's keyboard. You're actually accurate. They had to pause this one here because he's currently on keyboard number 3 for this round alone. They had to call a little bit extra time for the Amazon delivery to get the 4th one in and set up the way he likes it. He likes his colorful keyboards. He goes purple, yellow, blue. It reminds me of his hometown. I'll let him speak to that if they end up winning, and we can pull him in for an interview, of course.
I want to point out that Arit plays with his keyboard at a 180-degree angle. I'm sorry, a 90-degree angle. What am I talking about?
So, like, straight up and down?
Yeah, basically, that Tarek setup.
Oh,
The funny thing is, though, he plays on a laptop.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to that, as Prowlet is going to take the head off of Father Devon. It looks like Finesse has got a chance to get 3, but he can only get 1. Finesse forgets how to hold mouse 1 for a split second, and that might be a free bomb plant.
Even with the bomb plant, though, it should be a round win for the CT side. Rekko playing a little bit more aggressively than I'd like. Probably going to have a collateral that's going to actually go into the T's favor. And Baco's in a good spot.
Oh, it fucking blows brains out.
You want to talk about hooting and hollering? I mean, that'll get a play. That one's got to be clipped. Chat, we got to clip that one. They need that one for the demos. We need that for the fucking feed right in here. I tell you what, that was some of the most enigmatic. He said, "Hey, Bray, what's that on the shelf?" Oh.
It's your brains.
Can you be mad if you're Bray there and get your fucking brains blown out?
I mean, Bray is crossing in front of him there. Probably gonna miss the free kill T side mid. CT's having some mid pressure. I kind of like this play from them. I would not get over aggressive though. You've taken the space, you've smoked them off, let them respond, see how they respond. You've got nobody. You're playing a retake on both sides essentially. Actually, Arit's gonna move into the side a little bit closer, under Balk as he probably expects an A execute. Good trade by Rico, but he's in a terrible spot.
Oh!
Terrible spot doesn't matter. He thrives in terrible spots. This man, thank you for his service.
There's
It's going to
Prowlet.
help them. Yeah, Prowlet's going to actually have some impact in this round. Bombs down top mid. KS is going to get the kill onto Finesse. And if the T's know anything, Finesse is the B anchor. Prowlet, you have the bomb over towards top mid. Why are you running into B site when you don't know anybody's there? You're going to give them a free kill and expect Father Devon to get this free kill. Just questionable plays sometimes. Questionable plays.
Casey's in an interesting spot as well, as he's a lot farther up than he should be, but it looks like Rekko is more than aware of what this could be. Oh, but Casey gonna check it.
Smoke him.
There's Father Devon chiming in as you expected, and then there was one.
like why? Why push all the way out the B site? Bomb is top mid. Why push out the B site? You haven't had a player on B for a full fucking 50 seconds. Why are you pushing on the B site in a 2v3? What are you doing? One of your players is on 15 HP. What the fuck are you doing? If you really are worried about B site, hold it from market. Areed's gonna make it doable in a 1v2. A 1v2 he should not be in. This bomb should never have went down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're you're probably on your second keyboard of this round. Jason talked about how he's continuing to break his keyboards. I mean, the fact that he's in a 1v2 here is just disgusting, but he does have a chance here. He's in a 1v2 versus Deez, but he's going to make that noise. Deez knows more than he should. Deez is around him. Deez is behind him, and Deez is going to find Areed staring the wrong direction. I think we can go ahead and count another keyboard out of the picture.
Guys, it is a
Holy
minefield
shit.
down here right now. I've just stepped on the Q key. I'm kind of hopping around. The medical team situation is kind of low. You know, there's no band-aids for me, so I'm starting to bleed out. If I don't make it to the end of this round, you know, it's been an honor casting with y'all.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's a 2v3. You know where one of them is. You know where the bomb is. Group up and hold it. Holy fuck.
You heard it here first, folks. Holy fuck. And it looks like those CTs are going to be pressuring up in the top mid, though. 1 HP has left the B bomb site completely open. As there is going to be a little bit of a duel here top mid, a little bit of a Mexican standoff. And you are looking at Finesse top mid right now. As the Molly comes out, Finesse is being ran out of position. He's thinking about dying in the Molly, but he opts against it. But he's going to come right up against these. Recco, top mid. This is a round where you need Recco to make something happen. Recco is one of those X Factor players that we talked about. You need something out of him. You need anything out of him. Prowlet as your B anchor. Spirits must be low for 1 HP right now. That's what we know for sure. Shots ringing out in the mid. And this is a chance. No break, gonna throw a couple of shots around. The nade comes out. There's the nade. There's the flash. Deez is gonna be making that pressure happen. A bomb site wide open as the T's are gonna wander in, most likely making this 10 to 10. And Areed's gonna get his head taken out. Free haircuts over in CT spawn once again, continuing that trend. Bray here gonna get spammed through the smoke. Gonna fall for free. Recco with the Deagle spin. If he can keep this going, we'd love to see a headshot after it. He does lose the Deagle spin. And now Recco has to think about if he can walk out of this with 1 kill, 2 kills, he's a happy man. But he's going to get nothing. Recco, tough spot. 10 to 10 for 1 HP, but you got to think they've dug this grave themselves.
Problem is, if they win this round, T's have another bye, so they've got to win 2 if they want to take this to match point. They've got to win 2 straight to take this to match point, and that's going to come in with the MP9 bye. So is Bray. Don't count them out of this round, as I mean they just won another round they shouldn't with full pistols a couple rounds ago, but Prowlet needs to make up for what he just cost this team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And he is going to be holding in the mid. The smoke's going to be out for both sides. Both sides' vision is going to be blocked, but it looks like it won't matter that much for the T's, as the T's are going to be walking into Palace, and Areed has got his pants down, dick in his hand as he's looking around on the site, but he's going to look up just in time. But Caseby just a little bit quicker. A young chop. Caseby going to chime in for 2. There's Prowlet chiming in.
And he gets smoked off. Rotate CT. Don't let them push into CT. You're retaking this once bomb's down. Baco can't find the bomb. Baco can't find anything. I don't know how you guys are letting this guy win versus you. I don't know who's worse, Baco or Prowlet. I honestly don't know. Oh my god.
D's here in the 1v3. He's going to have to make something happen. Pressure's on. I've seen him win these. D's has got to make something happen, but he's going to stumble right into the crosshairs of Recco. Recco, a man that you don't want to be walking into his crosshairs, but he's going to stumble right on into them.
And with 3 people alive, you're able to drop 2 rifles over and get another full buy out for the CTs, but winner of this round is going to win the game. Mark my words.
Consider your words marked. Op going back over to Prowlet, and it looks like they're going to put CTs. The T's have opted to put Caseby on the op this round. They finally have taken it out of Baco's hands after he's missed like 8 or 9 sitters this game.
Yeah, do you think that's his choice, or is that the T side saying, "Look, dude, your ass"?
I think it's probably his choice. I mean, if they've held on to him all season and hadn't taken him off of it before, probably his choice.
It is interesting to note that he dropped 32 kills in a 13-5 win on their last map. So it isn't like he can't, play well. But we've seen Prollet drop 30 kills in matches this game or this season, and look what he's doing in playoffs. He's not benefiting 1 HP whatsoever. He's gonna help them win last round. So we need him to prove us wrong here and start hitting some op shots. This is the perfect position for him to start getting a multi-kill as well. 5 players, T apps. Is KS going to win this op battle or Prollet?
I don't love this position from Prollet. I mean, you can't think you're Nico.
How do you... These...
Whiffs are bombing all around. This is just not looking good. He's going to get a little too focused on the bomb plant. And now the pressure is on. Finesse going to get dinked with a Molotov. And then it was a 2v2. Finesse can't even walk away with his life. Arit left scratching his head on the A site of what went wrong. And now, if your prediction comes true, 1 HP will go 0-1 in playoffs. It's going to go to 11-11, and 1 HP is not even going to have enough money to go get a Big Mac.
Well, if they use your McDonald's app ordering method, they might be able to afford food.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, this stream is actually sponsored by McDonald's. If you use the McDonald's... Listen to me. Listen to me. If you use the McDonald's app and you get a BOGO, okay? You get a BOGO. You get 2 McDoubles. You buy one for $2, and you get one for $1, okay? Now you've spent $3. At McDonald's on the app, if you spend $3, you can get a medium fry. It's not supposed to let you do that and the BOGO, but it does. You can get 2 McDoubles and fries for $3 using the McDonald's app.
You know, I'm kind of dating myself here, but that's how it used to be back in the day on the dollar menu, you know? Real.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
It's just these guys don't know how to create space, dude. They just go in directly behind each other. Just make a little space, sidestep. You want to give the T's multiple positions to shoot at. You don't want them to be able to shoot at one person and do damage to somebody directly behind them. It's just that's not even from experience. That should be common sense. But I mean, it was a throwaway round. You want to see if Arit saves that rifle there, then Prollet has something to work with this round. Not that that matters, but we've got pretty much a full buy other than Prollet having the MP9. Arit's going to get taken out first as they scrim out onto A, and already not great for the T's. And look at 1 HP just full rotating to A site. All they know is one player ran out A and got a kill. Full rotating to A site. Bomb still top mid. One player's for the T sites and B apps. This isn't looking good, Davis.
No, it's not, but it is looking like Finesse is going to try to make something happen. I mean, I just want to talk about for a second that it looks like Finesse is going to get caught with his pants down, and now Recco and Prollet have to put it all on the line. We could be looking at a massive upset here, as it looks like, yep, there goes Recco's head, free haircut given out, and Prollet is going to be left on that MP9, lurking a little bit too hard as he's going to get taken out. You know, before we analyze this game, I just want to talk about how Grandpa Goons right there looking like vintage Henny-Tai. You know, just scrimming out A, then they're going to go and they're going to miss all of their util to, block the site off. They're just going to have to keep scrimming out. That's vintage.
The thing is, CT sides would be saying, oh, bro, they're playing this like a puck. Well, you lost to it. You lost to it.
Yeah.
So they need to, I don't know what they need to do. They're going to have an easier matchup, or they should at least, going into the lower bracket, and these guys have faced adversity all season, so it's not like they can't do it, but they've got to win 4 best-of-3s in a row if they want to make main. They don't want to repeat IM.
Yeah, and that that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, especially after that kind of performance that we just saw. I mean, I'm a 1 HP fan through and through. I look forward to it. I'm hoping that they'll be able to pull something out of this. after a bad start. But, no matter what happens, we will be here. We will be watching them. We will be learning. We'll be seeing what we can do, seeing what they can do to improve. And if I'm them, I'm scared to go back to Anubis. I'm definitely scared to go back to Mirage. I mean, that's your map pick. That's something you felt comfortable on. What's your take there?
Well, you're playing against a team that was 3-5 the first 8 games. Not only were they 3-5, 2 of their wins were forfeit wins. Their other win that they won themselves was in overtime. That could have been a 0-8 team opening up the season. And you lose to that team. These guys they counter-stratted this team on multiple maps. They pretty much knew the maps they were going to play on. It's just the basic things. They're overanalyzing things. They think they have to play like professionals. They need to hone in on just making sure they do the small things correct. You've got bomb down top mid.
Yeah.
You know where one of the players is.
A big one there is I think there's a lot of ego going around. I think they're scared to make space. I mean, we saw a lot of times where there'd be a player last in line with a Glock out, or a player last in line with a USP out where you've got a rifle going in third. Maybe have that first player jump out, make some space. Don't ego play. Don't think you're going to get that opening frag. Make some space. I mean, that's a basic that we saw this game that I think they could definitely improve on.
If they're watching their demos, I mean, they've gotten better all season. They've gotten better playing against anti-ecos. I think they did lose to one anti-eco this series, but it was just one that I can remember, and that's great. They've improved in a lot of different aspects. They need to keep watching demos. They need to play as much as possible, and they need to it might be just experience playing with each other and figuring out how to improve together. They've got the capability, they've got the players, they've got the mechanical skill. It's the decision making that's losing them games, and it's not decision making on Finesse's part as IGL. It's decision making on individuals putting themselves in terrible positions, which lets the opposing team back into the round that they should be winning.
Could not agree more. And before we cut here for the night, guys, I want to remind you that 1HP, as of right now, we're playing again on Thursday. It's a double elimination, so their back is against the wall now. They do have to perform well. They have to ball out. They have to win 3 best of 3s from this point on to carve their way into main. If they continue like they are, they'll be sent back right back to where they started this season at. Before we cut away, Jason, how are things on the ground right now after that tough loss?
Well, it's a solemn time. I want to shout out 988 if you're feeling thoughts of suicidal ideations. Definitely, there are resources to talk to. After that performance, I'm feeling that myself. We're going into this matchup feeling really confident. As I look around, there's 6 or 7 keyboard parts lying around on top of like a mountain of keys. It kind of reminds me of the beginning of the season, right? The adversity we faced with the massive flooding they had to deal with and the really bad internet problems. As we sweep these problems up, we'll sweep this game under the rug, and I know this team's excited to get back out there and perform in the next matchup. We're hungry, very hungry
Amen
here.
to that. We will see you guys again on Thursday for 1HP's next game. Thanks for tuning in, and that's all for tonight.